What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dropping In with George Poulos. That's me. And I'm here with my recurring guest,
That's me. Danny Torres.
Danny in the house.
You.
So I'm drinking water today.
Oh, we're cheersing my water. This is usually what I drink right when I wake up in the morning. Just a nice cold glass of water.
Yeah. Ooh, we got some Ice Cubes ASMR today. So why don't you tell them why you're at my house right now?
Like the biggest reason aside from this?
Yeah, because this is actually secondary, technically.
Really?
Wasn't it?
The AC unit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to get an AC unit from George's roommate because I no longer have one.
But I'm glad that you had to pick up an AC because I want to do the podcast every other Thursday, but I keep forgetting. But
Well,
this would be this.
Here I am.
This is on time, actually. I mean, it might go up one day late, but
Right.
so did the last one.
Bet.
Yeah. And I mean, I like that we're just kind of doing this like hangout style podcast too.
Right.
It's different from how I started
Yeah.
because I was doing like the interview guests and stuff. But you want to tell them like what your idea was for the joint podcast?
Like what I spoke about like a while ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I don't even know if I fully remember at this point.
I remember if you want me to fill
Yeah,
in.
go ahead and like start, and then if I remember, I'll just like.
Well, you basically just said that you like the flow of our conversations.
I do.
And you think it would be cool if this was a joint podcast.
Yeah, I do think that.
Right.
I think that.
It's almost
No, it definitely would be cool. I don't know. You and I have we have a good dynamic, and like usually when we're hanging out, we always end up having these like in-depth conversations about something.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I remember often you would be like, that would be a good podcast. Like
I
at
do
the end
say
of a
that.
conversation, I'd be like, oh well.
That's
yeah.
kind of a sad thing to say, though.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just like because it's like a real conversation. Like I've heard podcasts before, and it just sounds like way too like a topic after topic after topic after topic. And with us, it seems like it flows. It's always kind of weird in the beginning, just because you have to get into that like.
Yeah. It
Like-
takes a few minutes to start to ignore the microphones. I think.
Exactly. And then especially with like since you and I are such good friends and we hang out every single day, it's like once this little weirdness of it goes away, then we just flow into
Yeah.
the same conversations that we have every other day.
And I wonder, like, I mean, people watch our YouTube videos, and I don't know. I think that things we talk about are super interesting, and I would expect that people would think it's cool just to listen to what's on our minds.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like hanging out, kind of. Like they can at least just, even if it's like the video or just listening like to the podcast, it kind of seems like, at least to them, it would maybe feel like, oh, hanging out with George and Danny.
Right.
This is what it would be like to hang out with George and Danny.
And I know we've talked about Andrew Hales a little, but I've been actually watching his videos a lot, like his shitty ass vlogs,
Yeah.
like shitty on the service, but he just like kind of puts the camera on and just talks about like stuff that you wouldn't expect to be in a vlog, really, like kind of like dating and Tinder and confidence
Yeah,
and
it's just
shit.
real. It's raw.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's like a good like sentiment for the podcast, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, depending on where you want to take it, like how you want it to.
I'm just taking it where it goes,
word.
you know?
I feel you.
So I wanted to tell you guys about the new Aero Skate Code drop. What? That was a sound effect I pushed on GarageBand and it played. That wasn't me. But yeah, no, I put this summer line together, kind of all came together. There you go. Yo, so you're a sound man too now.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, so the drop, I've cleverly put everything in front of my computer for those of you watching the video. And you can check this stuff out at aeroskate.com if you're interested in following your heart and riding your skateboard.
Right.
So you've been riding a Revive board.
my first Revive board ever, and I actually just made an entire video about it, which will go up tomorrow. But this podcast will probably go up later on.
I might send this up tonight, so maybe they could watch your video after this.
Yeah, Revive skateboard review, bro.
So do you feel like how does that make you feel? You know, because Revive's got a little bit of a, you know, like a little, you know.
So I wanted to get a Revive board like years ago, but I never did because I was scared of what people were gonna say.
Why do you want to go? And because you like the YouTubers?
Yeah, I like Revive. I think they're cool, and I wanted to support them. So,
Word.
But I never did because I was afraid of what people were gonna think of me at the skate park. They like if they saw that and they knew who Revive was, and like they maybe saw me filming myself, like vlogging, like this is years ago, like before I had any type of following or anything, and then they'd just be like, "Look at this like wannabe," or this like kook, you know, and so I just never got one. Even though I really wanted one, I let all that get in the way, and I just didn't ever like do it. And then it happened so like randomly. Josh was like, I needed a board for a cruiser board, and he just gave me one of his old decks. And even when I got it for my cruiser board, that thought hadn't even popped into my head to skate it as a regular skateboard. He gave me a brand new board, and I was still skating a crappy board. And I had the brand new board on my cruiser, like, oh, I have a sick new cruiser. And then like I just realized it, and I switched it, and oh my god, it's cool.
Oh, you like the wood itself? Yeah,
no, it's really cool.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But if you want to know more about what I think about the Revive board, go watch my video.
You know what it sounds like? I didn't realize you had wanted one in the past.
Yeah, I did.
It almost sounds like parallel to your ongoing like desire to start wearing a helmet.
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you think you should just like take a lesson from that and just like start wearing it?
That's actually I hadn't thought about that. And yeah, I mean, for sure you're right. But this is the third podcast I think now, and I'm going to say the exact same thing. I don't know if I'm fully ready mentally, which is so stupid for me to say and to think about. Like, oh, I don't think I'm mentally prepared to not die, you know?
But you've made steps because you asked me to bring my backup on the Boston trip.
Yeah.
Which I forgot, my bad.
It's all good.
But that means you may have like worn it for certain tricks, maybe.
Yeah, maybe if there was something I really wanted to try and I was scared, I probably would have strapped on the helmet and maybe tried it. Maybe not, but
yeah.
But I think I am getting closer.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna happen one day where I maybe just wear it once and like still don't fully, accept that into my life. And then it'll just get to a point where, oh, I've been wearing the helmet every time I skate. And then it'll just be a part of me.
You know, you asked me recently, like, does that actually change your confidence or something like that? Did you ask me that?
I think I asked something similar. I don't remember.
But for me, I think it actually like significantly does. I had like a breakthrough skateboarding week when I was 15 at Woodward, and I think it's because they make you wear a helmet. So I think that was actually a big reason. Like I had more confidence.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like at this point, since you've been wearing it for so long, it's like kind of just become like an extension of you.
Yeah, now it's easier for sure.
Like honestly, I think it looks weird when you skate without a helmet.
I think so too. And my head looks small or something.
I don't know. It's just like it just looks weird.
Yeah.
Like the helmet has become a part of you when you skate that it like adds to the clip.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just cool.
I mentioned this to you before already, but something interesting I noticed when watching Josh Katz's part that he just put on YouTube is I only like really noticed the helmet when he had like two clips with a different color on.
Right.
So I think there is something about like picking one and wearing it over and over again, then like everyone gets visually used to it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's true.
Yeah, like what if I just had one clip with like a green helmet? That'd be kind of like
but that's kind of extreme.
Right.
But if I'm being honest, when I watched Josh Katz's part, I did not notice the helmet switch.
You didn't notice the color?
No, when I went back and watched it after you told me that, and I was like, oh, I see it now.
Maybe that's just because I was like, I'm thinking about helmets since I wear one or something.
It's the clip that he does the back through into the bank, right? Yeah. That's probably why, because you're like socially aware of helmets. For example, something I noticed, which is completely like off topic really, is I always notice when people have hearing aids. since I grew up my whole life wearing hearing aids. So I always notice when somebody has them, and people never notice. When
I never noticed that ever.
Yeah, I notice them all the time.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just like it's like the whole law of attraction type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When something's like in your life, you start to notice it more.
Right.
But yeah, I do want to get a helmet at some point. Stay consistent with it.
Yeah. I mean, what if you just like wore the helmet and then like also wore booty shorts so that people notice the booty shorts instead? You think that would work?
I don't think they'll just notice the booty shorts. I think it'll like I'll just look even worse.
Oh, like the
whole getup. They'll just be like, "What the hell's wrong with this guy?"
No, that'd be sick.
I don't know.
I have a clip in booty shorts. Nah, they're not really booty shorts.
They're shorts.
Honestly, it didn't look as good as I hoped.
What was the clip? Wait, you can't say it.
It was at Flushing.
Oh, they look sick.
I guess. I think it should have been a butt shot. I digress.
Yeah.
So I left this picture here so I could show the video.
Oh, word.
So this is a picture. Danny, Josh, and Ross, who is Danny's roommate, and Josh, if you don't know, is our neighbor as well and fellow YouTuber. We all took a road trip to Boston.
We sure did.
First skate trip for both of us, I think.
Yeah, it's my first like real skate trip.
Yeah, and Danny actually just surprised me when he showed up to my house for his AC unit and the podcast.
Yeah, like what?
With this print of this fisheye photo that Josh took. I'm going to show it closer.
So if you're listening to this, go over to YouTube and watch the video so you can see this photo.
If you want. It's also the first thing on my Instagram right now.
Oh, well.
But it does look really cool in print.
I'm stoked on it.
Yeah, this is sick. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Probably like it actually like would fit nicely right up there.
Yeah. No, that'd be sick.
Yeah. How'd the trip, like, what do you think about the trip?
I am like just so hyped and stoked that is like now a memory, and there's like things that we got out of it, like the clips for the video. It's
so weird to think that it's now a memory because there was so much anticipation.
Yeah, there was. I remember I was looking at some of the clips I shot, like if I'm gonna put together like a little Boston vlog, and we were in the car like before we headed out, and I was like, wow, that seems like it didn't even happen anymore.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And it's crazy because it was a jam-packed weekend.
Right.
Like there was so much that happened.
There was no breaks, really.
Like, dude, we literally left the house or the.
Bless you.
Thanks, man. It's my allergies.
Yeah.
We left the Airbnb at like what, 8:30?
PM? Wait.
AM.
You mean
on Saturday to go skate?
Oh yeah.
Or like 9:30.
Oh yeah. We left here Friday at 8 a.m.
Right, and then
we got to Providence at like noon.
Yeah, and then we skated all day
till sunset.
Went back home.
No, then we went to Boston.
Went to the Airbnb. Yeah, like we went to the Airbnb in Boston. Right. But I'm saying the next morning, like we started the day at like 8:30 or like 9 or something.
Yeah, 8:30, I think.
And it was just straight up like we're gonna go. We had breakfast and then it's just skate.
Yep.
Spots lined up thanks to Josh's friends, and skated all day long, only taking a break like once, which was to go have lunch.
Yeah. So that was Saturday.
Skated until sundown, which was like 8:30.
Yeah, and then I fucked my ankle at the end.
Yeah,
but it was worth it.
You got a sick ass clip out of it.
It was worth it. Ooh. I almost cried that session.
Dude, I almost cried the day before when we were at the ledges.
Oh yeah, that was
because
rough.
I was getting so fucking angry at this trick, and it's crazy because this is a line I probably would have never done otherwise. Obviously the first trick maybe, but that second trick is like, what?
Yeah,
I wouldn't even ever try that.
A spot always like will pull a trick out of you that you don't expect sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it happens a lot of the time.
Right.
And it's just like, I think it's super crazy how that just happens.
Yeah, like the first spot in Providence, you keep telling me that I pulled that trick out of my butt.
Dude, like out of your like you just yanked it out of your butthole.
I kind of did. That's a trick that I can't really do.
It's a trick that I've never seen you do until like a couple weeks ago.
You know,
flat.
It is interesting though. Like the spot forced it to work because I had to like get up first, and when that's how you do the trick.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So you probably have a better understanding of the trick now.
Yeah, maybe. You remember the actual first spot that we got kicked out at?
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Dude, those guys were such assholes.
Dude, they were like on a power trip.
Yeah, it's so weird when that happened.
They said I was destroying the roof.
Yeah.
I literally just went up there to look at it, and I just stood around and just like I was like, "Well, you
it
can't
wasn't
skate
even
this."
like a roof though. There was like stairs up to it.
Yeah,
right?
it was like there was like a big AC unit over there, and that was it. And I just looked at the roof and I was like, "Well, you can't skate on this."
Yeah, those guys were assholes.
Fuck them.
I like nice kickouts. Did we have any? We had some nice.
That last
right?
kick out when Ross was trying the stair set. That guy was super cool.
He was like a young man.
Super chill. Yeah, he's like a young security guard.
He may have been our age, actually.
Maybe, yeah. But he was super cool about it. He let Ross get one more go.
Yeah.
And, but we didn't really experience that many kickouts, like, the whole weekend.
No. Probably related to, like, things just starting to open still.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great time for street skateboarding.
Speaking of things starting to open, remember what happened Friday night at the bar?
Oh my God.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah, I think you should tell that story.
I think it's better if you tell it because it's not me like
okay, I'll
like
try.
tooting my own horn.
So Massachusetts is in phase whatever where you can actually drink outside of bars. That's happening here as well, but I don't know what the order is or whatever, but we were drinking outside of a bar and all of us. So this is what happens from my perspective. We're just hanging out.
Oh, because you're looking at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Oh, right.
And then I hear this woman like yelling in the background frantically. She's like, "He took my wallet," and she's saying it repeatedly. And then it's like I see this flash of you. You just like dude. It was like there's like a metal table here and like a fence right next to us. And I don't know if you like climbed onto the table.
I don't remember.
But dude, I saw you like vaulting over the fence. And then I look over to the street and there's this like bigger gentleman like running away. Like I think he's like pulling his pants up at the same time too.
Yeah.
And then you just sprint over like right to this man. And then there's like a whole commotion. Like I think some other people went too. Yeah. And you got the wallet back some way or another.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I honestly, like, it wasn't until I got there that I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I was like, what? Dude, I just blacked out and, like, ended up there.
That was the craziest thing.
Imagine how funny it would have been if I go to hop over the fence and just trip and, like, bust ass.
That'd be a different story.
Yeah, for real. That's actually what happened.
And then the waiter also
yeah, he was going in.
Went as well.
He was doing more than me.
Yeah?
He was, like, screaming at the guy. I'm just like holding the guy like by his like chest like that. Like I didn't want to get too close to him.
Right.
And then the other guy is like about to punch him, like yelling at him. He's like, "Where's the fucking wallet?"
Whoa.
And the guy's like, "I don't have the wallet. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And then some lady comes over and like smacks him in the balls and like the wallet like falls out and like it's like at his pant leg and then they grab it.
Oh, so he put it in his pants.
He put it like in his gooch.
Oh. God. I hope that wallet was
sanitized.
Sanitized, yes.
I hope it wasn't.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, skating.
Wait, was that our first night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's before we even skated in Boston.
Yeah.
That was our intro to Boston.
Basically, that was after we got the Indian food.
Right.
And then just randomly try to get a drink somewhere, and that shit happens.
Yeah.
Like, hello, welcome to Boston.
What the heck, dude? And then. Yeah. Then we just skated to the Airbnb.
Yeah. But then the next 2 days were just like packed with skating.
I also really remember Josh's face. He was just like,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that. I don't even know what like.
And then eventually he smiled. He was like,
Josh is a funny guy.
He is funny.
I hate that guy.
Excuse me?
I said I hate that guy.
No, you don't.
I fucking love Josh.
Me too.
But it's super cool how this trip, like, we bonded, like all of us.
Yes.
There was a lot of bonding that happened.
Yeah. Because we lived together for a weekend, you know, fully.
Basically. Well, yeah, I mean, in a room.
Oh, yeah.
4 of us in one room.
Our Airbnb had one bed and 2 futons that were like, I slept on a futon and like there was some like metal bars like spiking into my back every night.
Yeah, man, it was a trying weekend.
But yeah, we were stuffed in there. And somebody, I'm not going to name names, feet smelled like But dude, yeah, it was so fun to just hang out, you know?
Yeah, it was cool.
It's almost like the skating was, I mean, that was the main motivation, but it was kind of just like a vacation, I guess.
Oh, no, it definitely was. It's just cool also, like, aside from, like, physically being together and, like, bonding, we all bond, like, through the skating and through the filming. Like, especially, like, when it's one person filming someone trying a trick for, like, an hour, it's, like, there's something going on right there. Where it's, like, especially if it's a line, because you're both going at it together. You're both, like, want this to be over.
You know, that's why I really didn't care that I hurt my ankle a little.
Yeah.
Because I was still able to film, you know?
Yeah.
And when you're filming, you're still a part of the magic that's happening.
Even if you're not filming, like when we were at the pyramid banks, the break banks.
Oh, yeah.
I sat down.
The thick ass bank.
The thick boy.
Yeah.
I sat down most of the time because I didn't have a trick for it, and I was just hanging out with all the dudes.
Yeah.
Just like sitting there and like talking shit or just like watching, and you still feel like you're an active part of the session.
Because you are, you know.
And yeah, you're like a hype man at some point.
You know, yeah, you know when you're watching skate videos and like it pans to like the big group of people just sitting down, and like if a trick was just landed, they'll all start freaking out.
Yeah.
That you know, that hangout part of it is that is just as much a part of it, and it's so fun.
For sure. Even when we were at that schoolyard and like Camille and and Kyler were there, and they're just like sitting there hanging out, or when Jasmine came the next day, like it's really great that this just like brings people together. Yeah,
it's so funny. Before I mentioned this, before we move on from like chilling at the side of the session, that's one instance where you're not skating, but that you're bonding intensely.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And especially it happened to be like the hottest weekend all summer in Boston, 90 degrees and humid. So we had to sit in the shade for a lot of time. Like you couldn't get too many attempts in before overheating.
That shit was terrible, dude.
So, but yeah, then, you know, you just get to sit down, watch the people who still have energy skating.
Yeah. We all handled it, man.
We did well. I'm very proud of us. You know, I think it's easy to be soft about the heat when we're in New York because we could just go home.
Right, yeah.
But like there we had no choice and we did it well, and now I'm really inspired to like not let a hot day like keep me inside all day, you know.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, then what I was going to say about like I just think it's so funny that we had non-skate friends like link up for the missions. Yeah. Like
that you would never think that that's like a thing,
you know, but they all had a good time.
Yeah. It was fun. It was honestly like a perfect weekend.
Yeah. It's funny to think about a non-skater like hanging out in a parking lot or like behind an industrial building.
Yeah.
But like still just hanging out and not thinking it's weird. I thought that was cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Even like when like they had to climb the fence over, like for us it's obviously no problem.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like it was a problem for them either, but like there's more that goes on, like oh shit, I gotta hop this fence now, or like for us it's just like, all right, we're in. Right.
That's too funny.
No, it was great.
Yeah. Other bonding moments. I mean, you know, this is like adulthood's still kind of fresh for me. 23.
For me as well.
That was like one of my first like truly adult trips, you know, where we got to like drink and you know, it wasn't just like a birthday party skate trip.
Yeah,
you know?
No, for sure.
Like we also got to experience like life together.
Yeah, no, I mean, we basically, like you said, lived together. Like, we were in each other's like most like vulnerable times. Like we all slept together basically.
Yeah.
Not like together, but like.
Well, you and Ross.
Well, yeah, but we've been friends for like 10 years. Right. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, like we all witnessed each other at our like most vulnerable points.
Yeah.
And like that didn't fucking matter. And we all skated together. And even when you're skating, you see someone at like another like a really insane vulnerable point. If you're like about to like lose your shit when you can't handle a trick, especially me, because I get really pissed off.
Yeah, you do.
And like you, I mean, when you were trying that one trick, you got super fucking pissed off.
Yeah, I was about to cry, dude.
But it's crazy because it's like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, you know.
Like we all understand like that battle.
Yeah.
And like we all get like, what's the word? I don't know. We all just
emotional.
Yeah, even there's like so many stages of emotions that go on while someone's trying to land a trick.
That's true.
Yeah, and then like that one final one when you finally land it. And like you hear Josh's like, "That's my boy."
Yeah, Josh's reactions are so funny.
Let's go.
This is exactly how he reacted to like 3 of my clips.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
When Ross landed like 2 of his tricks, like, "That's my boy."
I wonder if he has a set reaction for each of us.
I wonder what mine is.
Because mine's always, "Let's fucking go."
Oh, he says "boss up" a lot too.
Boss up.
Boss up. I don't know.
But yeah, dude. And then, however the battle goes, then, we still get to go on a picnic after and talk about it.
Yeah. It does have to be said that it's insanely difficult when you don't land the trick.
Of course.
And how that goes afterwards, and it can really ruin like a lot of, but like, and it happens to me a lot, and I'm trying to get to this place where if it doesn't work out at that one spot, you suck it up, you go to the next spot, maybe you'll get something there.
I think we're all starting to get used to that, especially you and I. I know Josh has been filming street for longer than us, but I think we're starting to get used to failing battles as well. And I know my strategy has adjusted. Now I'm
still working on it.
Now I'm much more willing to lower my standards.
Yeah. I think I'm getting there, especially after that schoolyard sesh.
Yeah. Cuz it's too easy to think you're going to be as good as you would be if it was a skate park when you're at a street spot.
Yeah.
Like it's too easy to assume you're going to skate just as well, but in reality, almost every street spot is going to make things a lot harder.
Oh, for sure.
So sometimes it's like we do, of course, want to skate as best we can, and but sometimes like as best you can is not as good as you thought, and you just have to kind of accept that.
Yeah, because it's not a perfect obstacle at the perfect skate park,
right?
With like the perfect anything, you know what I mean? Adjusting is really important.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like.
Go ahead. No, you go.
Oh shit. I mean, you could like. You can like apply that to life as well, like in terms of like the perfect situation.
Oh yeah.
Like nothing's ever gonna go the way you expect it to go.
Right.
And like sometimes you just need to understand that, and maybe I don't know where I'm going with it, but it just seems like it works out in life as well.
Dude, I think that every aspect of skateboarding maps to life.
Oh, for sure.
Like you could think of an analogy for anything.
Yeah.
All right, skate park versus street. What's that map to? Well, skate parks are like fake real life. That's like
for me, maybe like dating app versus dating in real life.
Oh, interesting.
The dating app is the skate park,
right?
Where things can go super well because you're not face to face with someone.
Yeah.
And you can try whatever you want, really.
It's more messy in real life,
And then in real life, real things happen.
Anxiety.
You know what I mean? Anxiety, like situational stuff.
Right.
You know where you are,
that's
money, other things. And then like in street, it's the ground might be more rough. The spot's a little taller than you thought it was. Not like that perfect ledge at the skate park.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
It's a good one. But it could be anything, really. I mean, it could also be, I don't know, like when you're learning how to driving in a parking lot versus like driving on the freeway.
Yeah, sure, sure. I mean, the classic one is how long it takes to land a trick.
Yeah.
The interesting analogy I mean, I think something we all have. This is like the most emotional thing is trying a trick for so long and trying to come to terms with whether you should keep trying or whether you should give up.
That's bad.
Because the classic knowledge would be just never give up, but especially on a trip on a timeline, your abilities while you're at that trip, like you're always gonna progress throughout your life, but you're not just gonna like magically progress. Like you are at a certain level.
Yeah. So I kept thinking like, oh my gosh, like I'm never gonna come back to this spot again, which could be true. There also is the possibility of going back, but then there's also the idea that there could be a similar spot somewhere else, or maybe it's just not the trick for that spot.
Right.
Like the original trick I was trying at the schoolyard, it wasn't working out. So there's another obstacle where that trick is going to work.
Yes.
And it's going to be fucking awesome.
Right.
And the tricks that I did that did end up working out, I'm still super hyped on it.
Yeah.
Because it was something cool that I did, and now I have that spot. Like that trick is like my name's on it. You know what I mean? Even like people probably done that before, but
yeah, it's still so hard to like verbally admit that it's okay to give up sometimes.
Yeah, no, it really is.
But I guess that's just like realistic, you know?
Well, it's like taking your ego out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just like, and that happens in life sometimes, like in terms of like, it's kind of like when you realize like that you're wrong and you don't want to admit that you're wrong. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck, I've been saying this for so long and now I'm wrong, but I'm just going to keep going along and thinking that I'm right. And that's how it is, thinking for so long. I can land this. I will land this. Maybe you can land it at some point, but there comes a point where it's like you just got to put your ego away.
Yeah.
And walk away with what you can, or walk away with nothing.
Right. And especially on a trip makes it so different because it's like you have to kind of be efficient. Like maybe you could land the trick if you spend the whole day at the spot, but like everyone wants to skate all the spots and got to keep it moving. And
the same goes with like when someone's filming, like when we got to that bank to ledge spot.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a trick.
That's right.
But we don't have a designated filmer.
That's right. That was interesting to navigate.
So
luckily
it worked out in the end, but there was a little bit of tension at one point where like me and Josh and Ross, we were like, all right, whoever doesn't get the closest in the next 10 tries has to film.
Oh, you guys said that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because we knew that you wanted to get your trick.
Right.
And then yeah, we were just like, whoever sucks the most has to film this.
I was trying really hard. Like I was having a good time, but I really wanted to skate it.
Yeah.
I was just like, please somebody land it. Skate.
I know. I kept saying like in my head while we were doing that 10 try thing, I'm like I would just be like, just fucking, like I didn't want to film because nobody loves to film unless you're a filmer.
I'm growing a fondness for it.
I like filming, but after a while it's like,
skaters.
fuck, I don't want to keep fucking doing this shit.
You
know what I mean? So I kept saying in my head, just fucking like, I gotta break it down. I was saying, I hope one of us lands it. I hope it's not me that has to go film because I want to land this. Yeah. But then I was also saying, can I just land it so I can film?
Yeah.
And then that way I'm done having to think about this goddamn trick. Yeah. And then I can just go film even though it's not what I want to do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It was just like, just someone land it. It's not even about like who sucks the most.
Right. I think that's just
someone needs to land it so that we can move on.
I think that's just all like, it's honestly like respectful to like want to keep things moving so everybody could skate and
I like what we do with the timer now, and
the timer is great.
Basically for context, if something's taking too long, we'll eventually just say, all right, we're setting a 15-minute timer. After that 15-minute timer, maybe 3 more tries, or maybe you just end it right there.
And I think that helps. Like everybody gets motivated by different things, but it certainly helps me when there's like only 3 minutes left. Then maybe I'll start committing.
Yeah, it sucks when you get to the end and then now you're committing like crazy, and then the time runs out, or your.
But then if you're getting mad close, you got some more time.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. If you're sticking it now every try, then yeah. But it gets to a point where, and I mean, it's also important to note that after a while, after you try something for so long, it gets to a point where you just stop getting close at all.
Yeah,
and that's the part that really sucks. You might have been getting close like 20 minutes ago, and then now you're like just fucking blowing it.
It's like I think it's like an energy thing
for sure. I mean, that last thing I couldn't even kickflip anymore.
Yeah, and then your brain just like can't do the trick anymore.
Yeah, and that part sucks. But that I feel like once you start seeing that, that's a good time to know like when to stop trying, because then you can get hurt.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like when you start to lose it, eventually you start to get hurt.
See, the reason I almost cried with my last trick is that I slammed pretty hard on one, and then I immediately felt that feeling like, oh shit, I don't think my legs can do this much more.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that when you were like, fuck?
Yeah, that was.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen that type of anger in George's eyes.
It's so funny because it felt so casual to me.
Nah, dude. Well, it's because you hesitated. You're like, fuck! It was great, though. And obviously, it's even better because it worked out.
Yes.
Fucking skating, man.
That would have sucked, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would have sucked.
But then, you know.
It's already happened before. And with that trick,
yeah,
it would have sucked more because it would have been the second time. But you would have eventually found the right obstacle for that trick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Imagine just fucking spoiling.
Dude, isn't it funny how deep into this we are? Like, it used to be so fresh skating street, and now we're like head over heels in love with this project.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, if I'm being real with you, like, I would like to go tomorrow to what Josh invited us to tomorrow, to go skate in the morning. And, like, I still kind of want to, but I'm not, like, crazy about it.
Because it's a skate park?
Yeah. I'm super stoked for the Saturday mission. I can't fucking wait. But I feel like it just feels, I don't know, like, I mean, yeah, I could go for a training sesh, but it's not really, like, my priority to go. I don't have to film tomorrow. I don't have to get anything done, really. So I don't really feel the need to go to this skate park session.
Our, the point at which our skateboarding lives orbits around has changed.
Oh, for sure, man. It's crazy.
I remember we both related with each other about the second the plan was made to skate on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
We just, like, felt very what's the word? Reinvigorated.
Reinvigorated, yeah.
Because, yeah, there was a little bit of post-trip, like, sadness, like, blues right when we got home.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's nothing to do. We're sore.
Yeah.
Got to make fucking YouTube videos. God, I hate
And the plan
that.
was literally made like 3 days later or 2 days later.
No, I actually like making YouTube videos for the record.
Fuck YouTube, bro. Hate that shit.
But yeah, that's my job, so it's different.
Yeah, for real. But like now, ever since right when that plan got made, I texted you. I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking hyped.
Yeah. Although I'm like scared my ankle's not going to be ready, and that would be a big letdown. That would really suck.
No, we got a filmer. Just kidding.
I'd probably go to film, to be honest.
I mean, maybe you'll be fine.
I've got full range except for, like, this still hurts.
Are you doing that stretch where you, like, put it against the wall and do that?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like you push this down?
Well, like, imagine, like, the wall's right here.
Yeah.
Or this is the wall. You just do that and, like, hold against the wall.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
You don't know? You've never seen that before?
I don't think so.
Like this one, like...
Yeah, show me. So toes against the wall, heels on the ground.
It's good for your ankle, and it's also good for, like, this whole back part of your leg.
Yeah. I mean, so, right, when I pull up like this, I feel some pain right here.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you could try it, but don't do it too hard. Don't go too hard with this.
Another full day, hopefully, will be good.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just got to realize that and be like, well, you got to be okay with it.
Oh, man, it's down to the wire.
It is, but we'll see. Maybe you'll be fine.
I'll film. That'd be way better than
you could do that. You don't have to like throw down.
Right. I'm excited for that one like wave to kicker.
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't have anything for that.
I have a fun idea for that. Should I try to motion it?
Is it regular?
Yeah, it's regular. Where's my fingerboard?
Is it a trick that you do on a lot of things?
I've only done it on the Tribeca Euro Gap.
What? Does your body...
Oh, should I text it to you?
Does your body turn?
No.
So it's regular, you land regular.
Yeah.
Not nollie.
No. It's a quirky one.
Oh, it's quirky?
A little bit. A little bit quirky.
Like lame quirky?
Some might think so.
It's not a hospital flip, is it?
No.
Okay. A regular trick.
Oh, I can write it down physically.
A regular trick that you don't do this often?
No. I'm going to write it down.
Oh, I know what it is.
You already know?
Yeah. Does it involve grabbing the board?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I already know that. You mentioned this the other day. For
so
something
I don't
else.
even need to show you.
It's
here.
You just said you wanted to do it on the hip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
that
would be so tight.
I think that'd be fun, right?
Ooh, that'd be lit.
Yeah.
That would be super fucking cool, dude.
I think I could do that.
Like, and then.
It doesn't even seem that hard, actually. But that's what you got to be careful about, is saying shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me.
Then you end up not being able to kickflip it.
Every freaking spot I go to, I like pick a trick beforehand. I get there, I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, like the hip in Boston.
Oh my god, that thing was gnarly.
There's this hip that we saw somebody do a trick on, and it looks like a skate park hip, but we went and nobody could ollie it.
Dude, I didn't even. I rolled up to it one time to try to ollie, could not get it just felt so weird, and I was just like, nope, I'm not doing this.
It was like the angle of the run up and the intensity of the drop
and like
off.
The steep transition.
Yeah,
it was just too quick, and oh god, it was terrible, dude.
And it was blazing hot that day.
Yeah, but like, even if it wasn't blazing hot, dude, I don't think I will ever have a trick for that.
I think
maybe a pop shove it.
I probably could have switched frontside 180'd it, but what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
what's the point, kids? I'm just kidding.
That reminds me of that depressed fish TikTok.
Why?
Do you remember it?
Yeah, you said it to me. Why?
I don't know, cause like, why are we doing all this swimming, man? It is funny to think about how like arbitrary of a thing skating is.
Of course.
But if you're content with it, this is my favorite TikTok.
All right. Let's hear it. The fish thing?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know it from memory though.
What does that do with skating?
Because it's got a good message. It's like, just keep going.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Yeah.
I guess. Go back to how arbitrary skateboarding is.
Right. It's a piece of wood and metal.
Oh, you meant the actual like act of skateboarding.
Of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like what people decide to do with it.
I mean, I'm convinced that it's a very beautiful thing.
Skating, of course,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
and I enjoy the meaning it brings me, but you could look at it as like just this arbitrary thing, but that almost makes it more beautiful, you know?
Yeah, man. Of course. It's art.
It is art.
It's fart. Oh god, that tickled tickled my upper lip.
Danny with the bubble guts.
I had bubble guts this morning.
You remember the last time we had bubble guts?
Yeah.
But we're not ready to talk about that.
No, we're not going to talk about that quite yet.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for George's bubble guts.
What could they possibly think we're talking about? Well, look at
what
that.
that means.
It's time for a sponsorship by Aero Skate Co. Look at that fire merch, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, if you're not skating in this, then you're not skating at all.
Dude, we kind of actually sound like an ad.
Oh, welcome back to. I've done voiceover work, man.
Oh,
don't you know this?
Maybe
I did like a couple of voiceover gigs when I first moved here.
Oh shit!
Yeah, one was dope. Like a diabetes thing.
Whoa.
Another one was like I don't know, like a stock trading thing.
I have heard that one of your most attractive attributes is your voice.
Yes, I get that a lot.
That's so interesting.
And my smile.
Wow.
Ding! It's because I have nice teeth.
Yeah, I heard mine is my tray flip.
I heard yours is that you're a piece of shit.
Oh. Damn. No, maybe now it's my fisheye skills. Yo, I'd be like lifting that boy up.
Oh my god. We're getting good at filming.
Dude, I'm actually like really, I love filming.
I love once it's done and you see like what you did.
Yeah, and you didn't fuck it up.
Yeah. And when you do fuck it up, you're like, oh, god damn it.
Dude, that's the worst. I don't think I've butchered some things.
Josh butchered my clip so bad.
Yeah. Dude, well, I didn't even tell anybody because I wasn't trying to make it a big deal, but you know the clip I was doing, you remember that handicap rail spot on the long Flushing day with Chad?
Chad's trick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the spot right next to it?
The bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
I did one perfect and Chad wasn't recording.
Really?
Yeah. Like, so good.
And
but
you
I
didn't tell Josh or anything?
No, because I'm like, I don't want to make this a big deal.
Fucking Chad.
The thing is, I don't actually think that clip is that cool, so it didn't hurt me too bad.
What was the first trick?
It was the Wally.
Oh, the Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the shove.
Yeah.
There's a trick in the middle.
Right.
Are you gonna go back for it?
No.
Nah.
I think it's not that cool.
He wasn't recording. That sucks. Obviously, you can't get mad.
I was like, oh, dude, it's all good. I actually didn't care.
You probably thought you could do it again. Like
I did. And then I couldn't do it again.
Damn, dude, you suck at skating, bro.
Yeah, I know. Damn. But it does happen, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. There's so many times where, like, I'll fuck up a clip so bad, and then, like, you land it, or, like, whoever's skating doesn't land it, I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Or, like, you're already going, the person's going, and you press record, like, way too fucking late, and, like, it's, like, already, like, the middle of the trick, and you're like, please don't land it, please don't land it, please don't land it, and they don't land it, you're like, woo!
Yeah. No,
okay,
I
good.
mean, that shit's happened to me. But, like, the odds that you fuck up the one are very slim, thankfully, but it does happen.
Mm-hmm. No, it definitely happens.
That's just a part of it.
Yeah. I fucked up I don't remember whose clip, but it wasn't, like, terribly fucked up.
Right.
So far, the most fucked up, I think, was Josh's of mine.
Yeah.
God, and it's Josh who's, like, the film.
He's
like,
the one who can film.
Oh, my God, dude. He's the one who tells us how to do everything.
I think we might be both better than him at fisheye, though, now.
Maybe. I think I'm pretty good at fisheye.
You're
I've
good
been
at
doing
it.
fisheye for a long time with all my friends when I was younger, so I feel pretty comfortable with fisheye. And like that clip of you at the Great Ledge.
Oh yeah, you filmed that great.
I think I filmed that so fucking good. And I'm hyped on that.
That's a great feeling when you film the homies clip well.
Yeah, oh for sure.
You know?
It just, like, because it, like, adds to the clip.
You make their trick look better.
Yeah, for sure. Especially you, because you suck so bad at
I like
skating.
how I filmed your rock clip. You did give me a lot of pointers, though.
Yeah, but that was filmed nicely.
Right.
Josh fucked that one up too, but not too bad. Dude, Josh has fucked up like 3 of them. I think Josh is like he has something against me, but he's just trying to fuck up all my clips.
Dude, the one thing I need to work on though is, like, I'm at the point where I'm confident with where I'm pointing and the angle, but my hand still shakes a little bit.
Mine does too. Yeah, I mean,
maybe that's just part of it.
Maybe you're just weak.
Maybe.
Just gotta work on that forearm strength.
I have been doing push-ups.
Oh yeah. Oh, should we talk about that?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't have much to say.
That was a good segue though.
You inspire me to start doing. It's on my board there. See, 3 reps of 10 push-ups.
Daily workout.
3 reps of 10 sit-ups, 60-second plank, and 3 reps of 10 leg lifts every day.
So it's actually 3 sets.
What does that mean?
It's a set of 10 reps. So 3 reps. Reps is repetitions.
Right.
So you need to fix that and change it to sets, not reps.
Oh, 3 sets of 10 push-ups?
3 sets of 10 reps.
Of push-ups?
Yeah. You could just put 3 sets of 10, though.
Okay.
Because what that looks like, it's like you're doing 3. That just doesn't make sense. But it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so I used to work out a lot, actually, back in the day. And I still try to maintain a relatively healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how we got into the topic of this. Oh, I remember. But
I don't remember, actually.
Just about, like, looking better.
Right.
And you know, obviously look good, feel good, skate good.
Of course.
Well. Skate well. But yeah, so I told George, I was like, dude, let's just start doing, like, a little bit of working out. I'm going to get back into it. You should start. And it's bound to translate in skating.
Yeah, I think so.
In terms of everything. I mean, there's no negative to working out and being healthy.
Yeah.
You know, eating a little bit better and being active. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. No, it's exciting. I mean, once you inspired me, then I realized, like, why have I not been, like, taking this extra time to work on myself, you know?
Yeah, no, it's important.
And how sick would it be to, like, look a little bit buff, you know? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
You gotta have pythons like me.
Yeah. Do you want to know what, like, another thing that helped me, like, push me in this direction?
Let's hear it.
was like ripping my shirt off after the nollie nose slide.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just want to be jacked?
And I was like, oh, if I looked like mad,
Yeah.
like that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think, everybody wants to look good. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to feel like they don't look as good as they could.
Right.
There's no need to like overdo it. But yeah, it's just a good thing to be, and also it's good to eat well and not, it's super, especially in the skateboarding community. It's I mean, skateboarding maybe less now, but it's always been synonymous with eating shit like food and eating McDonald's every time you go out and skate. And me for the last 7 years now, I don't know if people know, I've been vegan for like 7 years now. And ever since I did that, skating changed a lot for me. I can skate for longer. I can skate harder. And because I am a firm believer that like whatever you put into your body, like that's the kind of like the energy that you'll exude. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just cool to not be a garbage can for food.
I admire that, and I've been, quarantine has changed my life in so many ways. And one of the main ones is how much time I've been spending with my neighbors, Danny, Josh, and Ross.
Oh, I thought you meant like your literal neighbors.
Oh, no. Well, that too. That's another thing.
Yeah.
But, and you guys are all, none of you guys eat meat. Right?
Yeah,
Ross doesn't, right?
Ross is not a vegetarian, but he's basically a vegetarian.
Okay, well.
He'll have like a random like meat meal.
Gotcha.
But like he doesn't eat meat. He'll eat like chicken or something.
But yeah, so, and you got... I know you and Josh are good at cooking. I don't think I've experienced much of Ross's cooking, although he slayed at the barbecue.
Ross is really good at cooking.
Word.
He is. He's really good.
So yeah, just being around you guys has inspired me a little bit to cook better.
Hell yeah.
Like Josh made me a burrito bowl one day, and
oh shit.
Ever since then, I started upping my burrito bowls.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Do
you remember like months ago? Like I think it was like right when you moved to Bushwick. Like I taught you how to like roll a burrito, basically.
Oh yeah, dude, I didn't know.
and like
and I just made like 5 yesterday.
That's so funny. Or and like that like when you close the burrito and like put it back on the pan to like seal it.
No, so I was rolling it and just folding the side and then rolling it again.
Yeah.
But you taught me like how to pinch it in and
for sure, yeah.
And like continually make sure it's gonna be like wrapped up when
yeah. And then you throw that little thing right back on there.
What were you about to say?
You throw that little shit.
That little burrito.
Yeah, that burrito.
You little burrito.
Anyway. You little fucker. You know exactly what I was going to say.
Little burrito.
Yeah, a little burrito.
Right.
Anyway, throw that thing back on there and... seal it up, and then you have a fucking kick-ass burrito.
Mm-hmm.
I also keep telling you, or I recently told you, to start putting cilantro in your rice.
Oh yeah, I still haven't done that.
Do that. I just bought a bunch of cilantro today. Do it. It's a fire.
But adding avocado to my burritos has been significant.
Dude, avocado is the shit, man. So good.
So many little things I didn't realize. Like,
well, it's even like now you get like you do get like veg options at like when we go out to eat sometimes.
I do, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's progress,
right?
You know
and it's easy with you guys because oftentimes I'm just like, I'll get what he's having.
Yeah,
I do that a lot. Yeah,
especially when we go to these like Indian restaurants and we have no idea what the menu says.
And then Josh goes first, and I'm just like,
I'll have what he's having. It's simple that way.
Yeah,
and it works. And oftentimes, like, at least the veggie option is usually cheap and it's not very expensive. You know what I mean? When you start getting like specialty stuff, it gets expensive. But
speaking of skating and food, it's been really cool. Like, when you're street skating, you get brought to all these little nooks and crannies of the city that you wouldn't otherwise have any reason to go to.
Oh, for sure.
Or even know exists.
Yeah.
Like
we owe that to Josh mainly for like picking all these spots that we're like, huh?
Right.
Where are we eating?
But it's inspiring, dude, and I it's inspired me to like eat chains less and seek out the local.
Yeah,
it's really important.
We got to go check out that burrito spot by me at some point.
Oh yeah, I really want to.
We'll do that soon.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Little Bangladesh, right? In Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah.
That
was insane. That food slapped.
Right. And on top of because of quarantine, we've been eating everything outside, which is just so lovely.
Yeah, we get our food, find a nice little park or something nearby, and we just have like our hang sesh. It's fun as fuck.
The best, dude. Yeah,
I love it.
Like it
For sure.
Should we consult the topic list, you think?
Sure.
Let's see what we got. Where'd I put it?
It's that right there.
All right. So we talked about our trip to Boston. We talked about... I think we've talked about how quarantine has been a little bit life-changing. You know. I think we've been I mean, the main reason is the street skating, and our group has been able to like really solidly form. Like, I think maybe that was bound to happen either way because we live nearby, but
I think less though, because
Josh may have already started that job in
oh right,
Manhattan.
yeah. In terms of quarantine, you mean?
Yeah.
I think also like you were already friends with Ross, but I think now like you and Josh are becoming better friends with Ross because Ross is like now kind of like an active part of this street skating stuff we're doing.
Yeah.
And before that, it was just like Ross would sometimes just come to the skate park, and like we'd see him, but like we're like focused on our videos and like not really trying to like bond. You know what I mean?
You know, I think quarantine has really like created this like inward focus in our community that we live in. You know, and really invest in friendships of people who are right here and that we could spend time with.
I feel like aside from that, I think I've like learned about the neighborhood more. Not necessarily like its history, but just I'm starting to feel more at home where I live.
Absolutely.
Finding different spots. I mean, I'm very excited for tomorrow night when we're going on a bar crawl.
Right.
And I'm excited to just walk around the neighborhood and just hit different bars, and
it's going to be great.
And just have a good time like with like my friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's something we haven't done in a while, which is go to bars, like that at least.
Yeah.
And yeah, just explore whatever it is that we're gonna do, even if it's like one street. It's like the nightlife of Bushwick again.
I'm excited.
Which is super sick.
And yeah, I just, you know, even in this confined living situation, like I feel very free. It's like a new experience.
For sure, I agree.
Yeah.
It's sick, man. It's really cool that like even like with I mean there's a lot of bad shit going on in the world right now,
of course,
but like we've been able to find something positive throughout that and like continue to like progress
right,
like every day at things that we want, which you know, work, you know, YouTube, skateboarding, building relationships, just all that. It's super cool. I think it's such a very like important thing of growing up is to not lose that like that thing you had when you were a kid. You know, that when you're a kid, it's all about exploration. The whole world is always new to you. And now, I mean, I'm in my mid-20s, and I still feel like a kid.
Yeah.
And I still feel like I'm always just finding new things that I love and new things that I want to keep doing and exploring.
Me too. I feel very much like a kid. And it's refreshing.
I love it, man.
You know?
And I really can't wait to see like I told you a couple nights ago, I was like, I can't wait to see where we are a year from now.
Yeah, that's such a crazy thought.
You know what I mean? Like not necessarily like status wise, but just like I really want to know where we're going to be sitting a year from now. We'll probably be in the exact same place, but
maybe,
yeah. But just like mentally, yeah. Like I want to see where things are.
We're very much like progressing. Like I sense it in every conversation, you know. And when I look back, like I sent you that photo that I randomly found from 2018.
Oh yeah,
of us doing an umbrella high five or something.
Dude, we weren't friends at all back then.
Yeah, and you looked such a little kid.
I look young there. I mean, that was 2 years ago, man. That's wild.
It's crazy, you know, how you continue to grow up, even when you're already an adult.
Yeah, I mean, well, back then I was the age that you basically are now. I was like 22, 23.
Yeah.
And
I mean, still, I think I sense that we're like gaining confidence every day, you know?
I really think that this whole street video thing has like boosted my confidence like crazy.
Oh, me too.
Not only just like with skateboarding, but just like with everything. And
then,
even like the other stuff that's going on in our personal lives right now, that's been cool to like we're kind of like growing that together even.
Yeah.
Even that, you know what I mean? Like, because like we talk about it all the time and, you know, we're learning.
Yeah.
There's so much that we still need to learn about.
Right.
And it's really cool when you're like, oh, kind of figured this out, or like you might be anxious about something like a week before the day that it's going to be, and then the day comes and you're no longer like you're still anxious as shit, and then the day passes and
yeah,
you're like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
Then you have a new confidence.
Exactly.
I mean, we could take the example of the trip even. I know I was a little bit anxious. I think you were more anxious just to go on the trip, and but afterwards, you know, now it's like, oh yeah, let's do another one.
Do another one.
Yeah.
And that goes with everything. You know what I mean? And that's just, I don't know, man. It's really awesome.
It is. It is. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going down the list here.
Go ahead.
We've hit on a lot of this stuff, which is, it's funny how like trying to pre-plan the conversation, like that stuff is the stuff that's in my brain, so then it comes out anyways.
Yeah. I hope I'm like in the frame of that camera.
You are.
I'm like really far.
No, you're there.
I hope so.
Well, I hope so too. What's your existential anxiety on a scale of 1 to 10?
Existential anxiety? That question gives me anxiety. Dude, like a 9.
Oh, really?
8, maybe 8 or 9. Yeah, I mean, I still every day struggle with like who I am, what my purpose is, like what I'm doing, where I want to be, all this stuff. I mean, obviously, like the whole stuff with me and like, you know, I'm gonna have to get a job again.
Oh yeah.
Now that like the world's opening up again,
right?
Like freaks the fuck out of me. But it's like things that I'm gonna have to do, and that goes along with like the whole growing thing. So I'm just gonna have to do it.
Yeah, it'll be a learning experience, I suppose.
But yeah, I deal with my existential anxiety quite a bit. What about you?
So I'd say I have like this like deep down like 8 or 9.
Okay.
But what I've been feeling for a while actually is like a nice 5.
Oh wow.
And I think it's because of being so focused on the street video.
Right.
You know, dude, I loved Boston partially because there was no time to think about anything.
I feel you.
It was just pure experience. So it was more of a present focus, and you know, getting back I've had more time to think too hard about life. But you know, then being excited for the skate session on Saturday, it's like, you know, it's the same thing how skateboarding like can distract me from that sort of thing. Yeah. But there's still a deep down like 8, you know. Like I know it's there, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like the kind of people we are.
Right.
But no, I feel you. Like I had so much anxiety when we were coming back because I was like, fuck, I got to get back to like real life. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's so nice to get away from, you know, just anxiety in general.
Right.
And, like,
everything.
Triggers and things like that. But it's important to say that aside from being anxious about coming back, I was like excited.
Oh yeah,
like,
we both were, right?
So, yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, it sucks to have to get back and like get back to real life, but I was also like, fuck yeah. Because like getting back means like more progression and more moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, that feeling really made me think about how much New York feels like my home now. Yeah. Like going back to your roof, one of the first nights after we got back from Boston, seeing the skyline just, you know, felt so comforting because now it's that home feeling.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%.
Which is cool. You know, it's cool once you have that level of comfort, then you can just kind of thrive.
Yeah, it's nice to have a place to come back to that you're like happy with.
Yeah, and you can just fully be yourself.
It's like I told you, when I lived in Florida and I would go on a trip and come back, I'd be like I would just be dreading every moment of it. Yeah. And like the anxiety of that was like super bad.
You know, it's probably the best part about New York City and living alone is that like you know, you get back and you're still surrounded by your friends. Yeah. You know.
We're all especially lucky to live, you know, I don't even think I live maybe like a quarter mile from you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that is crazy.
Like that's insane.
It's like adult college.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I literally just passed Josh's house. Like when I was on my way to the store, I saw Josh's house. Like I saw his board sitting on the AC unit. I'm just like, oh, there's Josh's house. so many times I walk past here and I'm like, well, there's George's house. You know what I mean? And like, it's just like, and we can just pop up in front of someone's house at any given moment.
I mean, that's very, I almost think it's extraordinary, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost too good to be true.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's still like, I mean, because we could have lived in the same neighborhood. Why the fuck do we live like on the same street, basically?
That is.
We all have the exact same cross street.
Right. That is crazy.
You know, like, how does that work out that way?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, when you were choosing, I mean, you're the last one here. So
I was.
Like, Josh was already here. I was already here.
Your guys'
and
presence
settled.
here definitely motivated
So
that.
it definitely, like, you know, like, made you gravitate towards this area. But, like, it could have been, like, 4 blocks that way.
Yeah.
You know, or, like, 10 minutes down the road that way.
Dude, like, if I ended up at one of the spots we almost took, it would have been, like, fairly strenuous to walk to your place.
Oh, for sure.
Which makes a big difference.
Yeah, and the way things are now, it's definitely played a role in, like, the bonding experience.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
we go to each other's roof, like, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Which is great, you know.
I think I've seen you every single day this week.
Damn. Are we taking things too fast?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, it's maybe not every day this week, but we've already, I mean, yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that, I think.
Yeah.
That's every day this week.
Right.
No, but it's cool because, you know, it's the progression of, like, our, like, relationship as friends. And then tomorrow we're all going to see each other and hang out and have a good time. And then Saturday, it's, like, back to business, which is the skateboarding street part side of business.
Yeah.
And then the new week starts over and we get to skate and make videos together. You know what I mean? Like, it's so, like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's like all our lives are just, like, happening right here, you know. It's
and we're all basically the same age.
Right.
Ross is the oldest, then me, Josh, then you. But
yeah, communal experience of growing up.
Yeah, it's crazy and it's awesome, and I am super appreciative of it, and I cannot I can't imagine what it would be like if it wasn't this way.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have moved here and you would have stayed in Park Slope, yours and mine relationship would have not, you know, become what it is, and then that would have also not become what it is with Josh.
Right.
Josh would have never been integrated into our group. Ross would probably still be doing his own thing. You and I would see each other maybe once or twice a week skate, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's that makes me think about the whole, like, the fact that every little decision, like, can really, like, change shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and there's a certain amount of, like great cosmic significance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That plays a role in that. Like, obviously we make our decisions, but there's something that happens that's beyond our control that brings things together.
Yeah. You know, I don't know firmly where I sit on, like, free will and shit, but
right. Neither do I, but
I will say we all made a conscious decision to come to Bushwick, you know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But it's weird because I guess yours might be a little bit more in terms of, like, us being here. But, like, when I moved here, I didn't know Josh at all.
Right, you just kind of came here because...
And you and I weren't even friends.
Yeah.
We had met before, but...
Dude, I didn't know what Bushwick was till I started touring apartments.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy. And then, I mean, we talked about this before on here, but, like, our bar mission when we would go to Carmelo's, and you'd leave at, like, 4 a.m. You'd have an hour, like, long commute to go back home, and I would just walk home.
We still got to go support them.
Oh, yeah, we are going to go support them.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go on our night.
Yeah, if it's open on Friday night.
I think it will be.
I don't see why it wouldn't. It probably is.
Yeah.
That'd be lit to start there. And oof, I'm so excited.
Me too. I think, should we wrap it up or?
We could. How you feeling?
Well, let's take a look at the list. I don't want to talk about the fireworks. It's so.
Nah, I don't think it's necessary.
No.
It's too. Whatever.
500 Days of Summer.
Maybe we can talk about that.
Well, it's a movie we both like because we're soft.
I've seen it like 37 times now.
I've seen it 3 times.
But I hadn't seen it in, like, I don't know, at least like 5 years or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in a long time.
I had watched it just a couple days before.
I mean, dude, that movie came out when I was in 8th grade. So you were in, like, 6th grade.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, So,
I will say what strikes me the most is how much I didn't understand it when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
And now that I have a more mature view on like dating and relationships, it's a powerful movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. There's still so many other movies you have to see, George.
Yeah, well, I always add what you tell me to my list.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 500 Days of Summer, if you haven't seen it, for you youngins out there, go watch it.
Watch it. Skater love languages.
I don't know if this is so much skater love languages, but I think this is our love language. I think we touched on it in terms of like bonding on a trip and
through
bonding.
Quality time.
Yeah, I think especially. Okay, so we're all sad boys basically.
Yeah, we're very emotional.
Yeah, so for all of us, it's like hanging out and like being an active part in each other's lives. I think is crucial for us to maybe not have so much anxiety or just like build relationships.
Yeah, and that's how we bond with each other. Yeah. That's why the trip was so. That's the quality time love language.
Yeah. It's even like when you and I just like randomly like, oh, you want to catch the sunset, and we just like chill on the roof and like we literally do what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
we just shoot the shit, drink a couple beers, and like kick back and watch the sunset. But even something like that, like it, I don't know, it just furthers relationships and it's important to know with like you can do that with anybody.
Right, and that applies to like obviously loving relationships, but we've been thinking about it in terms of our friendships. And you know, it's funny, I think the gift giving is a common one for skaters because of like y'all give you $20 like you know, I think that's like genuinely like
Ross straight up just gave you $20 to land it.
I know, it was sitting on the stairs for mad long.
He was like, I was talking to him while you were doing it. I was like, I thought it was just for that try. He's like, no man, I just want to give him $20 for landing it.
Yeah, dude, that was like, definitely one of his that is one of the ways he communicates love for sure. Assuming we're in love, I think we are.
You and Ross?
Yeah.
I think you guys are falling in love.
I think so.
I think you and I fell out of love already.
Yeah. And what are the other ones? Physical touch. Skaters do that too.
Dude, I mean, I think we talked about it in a previous podcast or maybe in a video where I was like deeply longing for the fist bump.
Oh, right. Deep in the quarantine.
Dude, like I hated not being able to like fist bump like my friends when you land something cool.
Yeah, you like kind of immediately feel closer. It also when meeting somebody new.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Or even just like, oh, you got this right here, bro. Even if it's like you're not landing it, just like, or a high five, or like when someone lands something and you're all stoked and you just hug.
Yeah, the hugs.
Like we definitely hugged, I think, when you landed that trick.
We did, yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God, dude. Like it was just so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like you landed that shit and we're all fucking hyped.
That's the best.
It's crazy, man.
What's the other one?
There's gift giving,
touch, quality time.
Oh, words of affirmation. I'm really big on that. And in skateboarding, it could literally just be like,
you got this, bro.
You got I love when it's like, dude,
oh yeah, that does help you.
You can do this.
That does help
like,
you.
You got this. You can do this. Or like that was sick as fuck after you landed. Sometimes you might be thinking like maybe it wasn't that good.
Yeah. Like
my one trick at the bank to ledge. Like I was like kind of bummed out that I didn't get the one I wanted, but then you guys were like, "Nah, bro, the first one was good." Or whatever. Like the other one was like really good, and like, oh hell yeah! And then I watched them, and I was more stoked because you guys had like given me that bump,
right,
to think that it was good.
Yeah, like there's like some little psychoanalysis because now that I think about it, you do that to me a lot. Like you tell me my shit is looking good, you know.
Dude, I mean, well, you weren't super stoked on that trick at the bump to ledge, and I told you, dude, that shit was dope.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite tricks that you've gotten so far. And you were like, really?
Yeah, that's
really?
So
fun. I'm kind of hyped. Dude, like, I'm telling you, man. It's crazy how all those, like that's more with, like intimate relationships, rather.
Right.
Or, like, romantic relationships is a better word. But it fits all in friendships and, like, skate relationships and all that. Next
episode, we'll get into, attachment theory
among
skate friends.
Yeah, we could do that
if we want. That was mostly a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other part of the joke, but it might be too
risque,
too risky.
X-rated.
No.
Oh,
you don't know what I'm gonna say, but it's okay. I'll tell you about it when we're done with this.
I mean, I feel pretty good about this. We've pretty much hit on everything. Yeah, man.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Any last words, Danny?
Not really.
I just hope that the video's still going.
Yeah, I really hope so too. I hope that I'm in the frame.
I'm gonna find out right now.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh yeah.
Am I in the frame?
We are perfect.
Oh, okay, good.
Everything's great.
I need that word of affirmation.
So yeah, man, this has been another episode of the podcast. Thank you all for listening. I'm gonna be aiming for every other Thursday. So.
And go subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Word. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you'll be here next week because I feel like there's the fireworks.
There's the fireworks.
I feel like other guests maybe still sketchy to be in the same room, but
maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I'll catch you all next time.
Goodbye.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, bye.
All right, take care.
Like, seriously, can I, like, get the hell out of your house?
All right, sleep well, bro.
All right, man. I hope you skate well tomorrow.
All right, Sesh Saturday, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we got to end this
All
now.
right, man. See you at the dance.
All right, see you later, man.
All right, take care.
Drive safe.
All right, don't forget to clean your glasses.
My glasses?
I don't know.
All right.